Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be reviewing all of my kendamas. I'll give an honest review. Got them all lined up on the floor here and I will talk you through them and if you should get them or not, how good they are, why I like them, and starting off the bottom of the pack, this bull, this ken. So this ken, I think it's made out of walnut, but it's like this because it broke on literally the first use. After like, not even, probably like 15 minutes of playing. And this bull is also down here because, I mean, it's a beautiful bull, great tracking and everything, but it's broken 2 of my kens, so yeah, I don't care about it. And yeah, next up, this is my Kendama. Now, if it was my whole Kendama setup, it would be ranked much higher, but it's bottom last because, I mean, I smashed it out of fury after it hit me. And then this ken, there we go, this ken, so I don't know how I did this, but I got the rope stuck in there. I tried to like burn it out and stuff, it just didn't work. But also this Kendama did come with my favorite bag though, so and the paint is pretty good, and I do really like this hybrid 2 ken. I think it's very good. Favorite bag, it's just a nice feel as well. This Neo Glaze, I think, is fairly sticky, but out of the bulls I have, I mean, I mainly have Rhino Clear to be fair, like this one, but yeah, out of the bulls I have, it's not the best, but it's my second kendama I ever bought, so I'm really upset I broke it. The ken was beautiful as well, but it doesn't matter, it's down here now. Next up, this one my mum and dad got me for Christmas. I believe it's from Zushi or something. I might be saying the company wrong, I forgot, but this is a really weird one, but it's very fun to play with. Oh yeah, and it also cannot do oh no, it can do lunas and stuff because of that stuff. That's the other plastic one I have. One fun thing about this is if you miss a trick, it can do that, which is quite funny. But yeah, let's get into it. To put on my shoes, the road is hurting my feet. I storm into the store. On earth is my burger. I scream at the worker. They said it's already been delivered. This is really low down. It's 4 floss, just because I haven't used it yet. I'm just saving this until like my other kendamas get broken. But this is a Rhino Clear. I think it's beach, only 77 grams. Good, really good tracking. I really like the block color tracking. So 420 hybrid 2 ken from Cereal again. You'll see I have a lot of these because I ordered the mystery box of 12 kens from Cereal by accident. But yeah, boohoo. Now moving on, this is my Sweets kendama. This is the first kendama I ever had. It doesn't have a string on it at the minute, so it's fun for like stringless tricks. The paint, honestly, the paint's not bad. The ken's good. If you want to get a first kendama or get someone a first kendama, I recommend Sweets or Chrome. I'd say Sweets just because that was my first. I like it. You know, you can do every trick on it. Great first kendama. Next up, this one glows in the dark. It's super fun to play with in the dark. However, it would be higher up, but because you can kind of see that there, it lights up. I don't know if you can actually, but this is low down because it broke. Because I was at the pub, someone told me to gain, I missed, and then I whipped out my Willy instead. But yeah, Luke here. This one is also very low down because it's almost impossible to inward Luna or Luna. Like, it just does not want to balance. It is possible, it's just extremely hard. Same with Lighthouse. It's not too bad for Lighthouse, but it's very bad. It can do stools though. Apart from ring stool, that's impossible.
And then they start to shiver. Calm down, sir, they begin to quiver. But that makes me happy, so I rip out.
This is the Soul Kendama. I do really like this Ken. I mean, it's kind of in the middle of the pack. It's quite low down. It's like, it's just bottom middle, if that makes sense. Right, it's a sticky paint. Bit better than the sweet sticky paint, I'd say. It's a really beautiful design. I really like the colours in this. Like, it just makes handles and rings feel better. It's cracked a bit because of yank spikes, but I really like that heart there. And for some reason, the tracking is just really good. It just always feels like it wants to land. And I think that's one of the best things about Kendama. Like, if you don't like how it looks, you'll play worse. Yeah, I really like that. I think it's brave from No Mod from Sol, the female world champion. I do recommend having a wet Kendama, just because it's just so good. And as you can see, the rain really does ruin the paint. It's half natty, half rhino now. But I mean, it's kind of cool though. And I really like the splicing. Like, you can see where the big cup is when you're doing like your lunar trees, that type of stuff. Also, the ring on the hybrid too. It's one of my favourites. It's so jagged and pronounced compared to other ones like the Soul, which is very soft. That one's much more pronounced. But yeah, great Kendama. Next up, you'd think this would be higher, but as you can see here, I mean, this is when I was pretty much first learning space hooks and stuff. Like, I would say, and I heard the C-Lab was pretty indestructible, so I was like, oh yeah, I don't have an issue throwing this around. But yeah, the spectral ply is kind of hard to track when you're flicking it. Like, ones like these, they're much easier, especially this one, because you can always see where the bottom is. I mean, you can anyway, because it's not hard, but this is pretty cool. I really like the stripes here. This is from Kendama USA, and then C-Lab. And C-Lab does live up to the hype. Like, the grip is amazing. Has enough slip so you can do rovers and everything. The spectrography is just really weak, so the bottom cup is pretty much a square now. But this is probably my most beautiful Kendama. I love it, but I just don't really play it because of this. Next up, this is my first like proper Kendama when I was proper getting into it. I was with my mate. I still remember I was using this O Kendama, that bag, and then we went on what's it called, Kendama Depot, and my mate told me he put on the filters of like the best paints and stuff. That's where I first found Rhino Clear. The tracking on this, I used this for a long time. It's super heavy as well. They're like 96 match weight. But anyway, the tracking, it's not very good when you first use it. Like, it's not very good for me now, in my opinion. But obviously, if you use a Ken a lot, then you're gonna get used to the tracking. Like, I remember I would track the clouds and like the Godzilla, and then obviously the bottom to spike it, because this is where I got my first jug spike. It also came with this bag, which out of all the bags that I have, this cereal one is probably the worst, because the tassels, quick sneak peek, the tassels actually came off it very, very quickly. But other than that, like, this is a heavy Kendama. This is the Ascent 2 shape, which I think might be a little bit too big for my liking, but if you have big hands you might like it. But the only reason I say that is because when you do lunars and stuff, they're often, like, their Ken often touches your hand, like, But no, that just means you got to get better though, because I know I do. Right, next up, I was actually surprised that I rated this high, because but this is like my spacewalk, moon circle, lightning drop, hand roll, those types of trick kendama. Like, I mean, it looks bloody awesome. The bevel is actually not as wide, not as deep as other ones, but that makes it look wider. And for some reason, it just lands those like big flungy tricks, for me at least. You can kind of tell that that's what I use it for, because I remember getting this, and I was super close to spacewalk moon circle lightning drop, and then I actually got it, I think the day I got this, but it did get smashed up a bit. It's another sticky paint, and honestly it's not that good. The Soul sticky paint is definitely better than this sticky paint. Are approaching the top 3. This is number 4, the Sweet Fuzzy. Now this is the perfect kendama for practicing lunars, inward lunars. I mean, you got to wear it in for lighthouses a bit, because just watch my Sweet Fuzzy review if you want a in-depth description. It didn't come with this bag. This bag came with the Soul one.
I look on his porch and just see wrapping paper. Now I'm so.
This is the Element Ken Lotus, I believe. And this feels like no other kendama I've felt. It's so smooth on the sword. And a Rhino Clear Bull. This one I did not get in the mystery box. I just thought it was a really cool design. However, the tracking on this bull is not very good, I don't think. I struggled with the tracking on this bull quite a lot. But since having that black dot there, like just drawing it on with Sharpie, that it made the tracking so much better.
And now I'm so angry. What a flipping trade! What a big trade! All I wanted was a hamburger, and now I'm goddamn hamburger.
Right, now this one and this one, they're kind of interchangeable, to be honest. Like, thinking about it, I might even put this on third, so this one's second. But, oh, actually no, I'm just going to make them tied second. But this one, this is the Boson Clear. Apparently, they use the same paint as Friction Clear, or the same factory or something. But if you ask me if it feels like a Sulab, not at all. It feels completely different. Kind of like feel how your wall is painted, and that's sort of how this feels. It's very, very slippy, I've noticed. But honestly, the tracking, like I think 2-block tracking might be my best. So this is the Sweet ATAC Ken, and this is why I thought the ball was so sticky. It's actually just because of the Ken. Right, one thing I forgot to mention about the Sweet ATAC is a lot of people don't like it because it does feel sticky. Like if you feel a sticky paint on a Tama, that is pretty much how this feels all around.
Might as well keep going, I'm still enraged. Someone has to either give me a burger or lock me up in a cage.
Number 1. This is my number 1 kendama of all time, I would say. It's Rhino paint with the Performer cereal Ken. Like you can see how much I've used that there. That's so worn in and beautiful. The only reason I stopped using this is because the paint did eventually start to wear off a bit. Because I mean, I didn't really take the best of care of it. I don't really take good care of any of my Kens, to be fair, but I'm getting better at that. And then yeah, there's a couple chips there which I don't really mind, but the main reason I stopped using it because of that big crack there. But this is very light. I think it's beech tama again, and then the Ken is of course bamboo. You could tell by the splicing there. I'm not sure what the triple splicing is, but I just think it's so beautiful. This is a really long string on here as well. It might be like, oh, maybe 12 fingers or something. Maybe more than that. I just did this string thing where you put your fingers there, and that might be 15 or something. Yeah, but this, like, I think I maybe made the most progress on this out of any other kendama. I think the tracking is so good. Like, just that white fade, you know, the simple top where it doesn't distract you. You can see where the middle is at all times, and then yeah, it's just very good. The Performer Ken as well is slightly smaller than all the other serial Kens, which I quite like. I do want to try Lock Studios. I've heard these are really big, but like some of my favourite pros use them. I think David Shell is sponsored by them. I know Miguel's sponsored by them.
I bust into my neighbor's house, hands barracks screaming loud. He looks at me.
This is the full length stuff. Starting from the bottom, you've got Cereal, Rhino, oh, Kendama Israel, that's the company. We've got Okindama Cereal, we've got Weird Random Company, Cereal Rhino, Sweets, no idea what company, but glow in the dark, Soul, Cereal Rhino, Sulab, Kendama USA, CR, Kendama USA Sweets, Sweets and Higgs, Lotus and Kendama Israel, and then Cereal and Rhino Clear, with an honourable mention of the animal mushroom. Yeah, this is my list. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you disagree or would place any higher or lower. And yeah, nice.